Let's tighten up. This is the boy going to start Shakir again with my guys from This Is Real podcast. It's the Market Savage, also from I Don't Know Sports podcast, and it's Bootleg Breakdown. If y'all need to
Facts.
hey, tell Shakir, man, how y'all doing?
Good, man.
Good, dog. Happy to be here.
Yep,
Thank you
yep.
for having us, brother.
All right, no problem. Had to bring y'all along since we playing those Browns this week, and y'all are Baker Mayfield supporters. I ain't gonna say y'all are Brown fans. I know I'm keep it real. Just be real, y'all been celebrating
yeah.
Baker for I don't know how long. So just
For
want
a
to see
minute, man.
how
This
did
one
this
of
come
the.
about?
Go ahead, too.
I was saying, man, this is one of the few things that me and Savage can actually agree on, which is kind of great. You know what I'm saying? Because when we normally agree on something, greatness comes out of it. But my
Yeah.
my 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 true fandom really came from Baker. Even though I'm a Texas fan, like his the way that the not cool at all association, that's what I call them, the NCAA really came after him and fans after, he would win and do certain things and not conduct himself the right way. You know what I'm saying? If he was a black person, he probably wouldn't even be in the NFL, but that's neither here or there. I really
Mhm.
supported. I love supporting people that wear their emotions on their sleeves and they bag it up. You know what I'm saying? And not the fact that Baker is a hell of a football player. He knows what he's doing. He talks his trash, but he bags it up. And ever since he started playing for the Browns look a way different now than what they did, 3-4 years ago when they wouldn't even win a game. You know what I'm saying? So you can't do nothing but respect somebody like Baker Mayfield with that.
Yeah, and for me, I had the exact game when he was in college. It was the game against Kansas where he grabbed his his nuts.
Oh yeah.
So, like a lot of people gave him flack for that, but I mean, Baker did extend his hand for them to shake. They ain't shake it. He said, "I bet I'm gonna go out and put 40 on you, and y'all gonna score a field goal. That's it." So from that point on, that was when I like, you know what, I like what Toot said. I dig what Baker is, wears his emotions on his sleeves, and you don't see it too often with a quarterback. And in most cases, it's not as good to be the quarterback and be emotional, but that game stood out to me. And then that same year in the college football playoffs against Georgia, they could have won that game. It was like 54-48, something crazy like that.
Humble yourself.
Yeah.
Humble yourself. Okay,
That's true.
But yeah, like just watching those games and Baker throughout that year, that kind of like made me a Baker fan. I actually didn't want him to join the Browns. If you go look at my tweets from like back in 2018, I was like, go to the Jets, go to New York, be the king of New York. The Browns got him. I was kind of like, but like Took said, here we are. The Browns are 8-3 and got a big game this week against the Titans. So.
No. And now now we don't know about now we don't want anybody going to New York.
Right.
I'm so happy he go to New York. It's crazy, dog.
Thank God.
We already got some trash talk going on. My homeboy Dom.
Hey, my man, you can't call somebody trash who done led your team to the best record in 13 years. That's all I'm gonna say.
Hey man.
That's all I'm gonna say.
8-3.
Wow, exactly.
You know.
This gonna be their first double-digit season in since 2007. Yep. You gotta respect Baker, dog.
Oh, and they still got to get there, man. Still some time to not get there.
Hey, man, that's why we here.
But let's go ahead and get to it. It's not the Let's Welcome to Browns podcast. It's Let's Tighten Up podcast.
Yes, sir.
Y'all know 45-26. This is called the revenge game against the Colts, team we usually never beat. Lost to them just 2 weeks ago in an embarrassing fashion on Thursday Night Football. And came out and dominated them. Hey, I know Savage, I know for fact you saw the game. I know too, you probably tuned in and out, but you did tweet me tighten up. So what y'all
I have to show my respect.
What y'all take from it?
You guys have
all right. So the thing that I saw that stood out the most was the fact of how explosive the Titans offense was. And I mentioned it on the I Don't Know Sports podcast, but 6 out of, I guess, the 11 to 12 games the Titans have played, they've scored 30-plus points. I've known Shakir for a very long time. You tell me, when the last time the Titans been this explosive on offense? Like from receiver, tight end, running back? You tell me.
Last year when Tannehill got in the quarterback.
Thanks, man. Thanks.
Yeah, so y'all know that I had the Titans going to the Super Bowl. I've had it since day one of this season. I even said it a little bit last year when the playoffs. I was like, the Titans, they got the recipe to go to the Super Bowl. It might have been a year too early, but I mean, right now, y'all are what 8-3 as well, Sharky?
Yep.
Yeah, y'all
8-3, yeah,
well.
8-3, both 8-3, yep.
And then even with this game specifically, before I hand it off to Derrick Henry, dog, like he wasn't even outside. It wasn't even cold outside inside of Lucas Oil Stadium. This man was running crazy against a good Colts defense that got good linebackers. They were missing their D linemen, but the Titans, AJ Brown, I can't speak enough about him. He's like Sharky said, Anquan Bolden-ish. Corey Davis as a number 2 receiver, he's fitting in well with AJ Brown. But the big thing that stood out to me for the Titans was no turnovers this game. No turnovers. They score points, and then once they get up by 20-something points on you, they can just run the rock all day long. And that's how you win football games. That's how you win the playoffs. That's how you win in January and February. So salute to the Titans. That's a big win. This was a statement win, in my opinion, against a rival that I've known Shark for a long time. I'll say it again. They used to never beat the Colts. They used to never beat Andrew Luck in the Colts. Never.
We never beat Andrew Luck. Even when we was 0 10, 9, whatever. So, before you go, we got a couple. Respect Vince Young.
Vince Young. Yeah, so it might have been then.
Man.
Jeff Fisher held him back. The offense still wasn't like it was now, but Jeff Fisher held him back. I do believe if Jeff Fisher wasn't the coach or allowed him to be him, our offense could have been just as good back then. So that's a good point.
And Sharky, though, VY is my guy. I put up 100 points with Vince Young and Chris Johnson in Madden back in the day. So I respect.
And my homeboy Don said 2008, that was the last year we started undefeated and got to the playoffs. Kerry Collins was my quarterback.
That ain't supposed
to. We did have Chris Johnson, though. That was his rookie year, I think. Rookie or second year. Him and Lindale White. So that was that rushing attack. So rushing attack, pretty much him. So great points. All right, 2.
My biggest thing with the Titans, man, I'm happy that y'all found an identity. You know what I'm saying? Like when you play the Titans, when you go against the Titans, when you game plan them, the team know what they game plan for, and y'all know y'all identity, and y'all are that much better than the other team. Like you come and look at this revenge game against the Colts, it's like y'all knew this was a mission game. Y'all knew y'all had to prove a statement against the Colts. And y'all went out and not only beat them, but y'all whooped their ass. Like y'all killed them. Like Derrick Henry did his thing. Corey Davis, who when y'all drafted him, I was like, could he be a number 1? He could be a number 2. And like his role as a number 2 receiver, y'all, is definitely on point because AJ Brown is doing the damn thing. Shark, I have none against the Titans, man. Even when y'all got Tannehill, you know what I'm saying? You was asking me about it. I'm like, bro, he's not gonna lose you the game, but he may not do too much to win, y'all. He's very consistent. You know what I'm saying? What he's doing now with the Titans is showing. You know what I'm saying? Get the ball to Henry, let the dude run. Y'all are what I hate to bring up the NFC least on your podcast like this, but y'all are doing exactly what the Cowboys are supposed to be doing. Y'all are the team that the Cowboys are supposed to be. Give the ball to the running back, let them run. You know what I'm saying? Great receivers on the, in case you got to throw the ball. Tannehill, a very consistent quarterback. And y'all defense is strong as hell, man. Y'all 8-3 is not, it won't be, 8-8 season for y'all this season. God willing. You know what I'm saying? 9-7. Knock on wood. Hopefully y'all get double digits, man. But like I'm just saying, like I'm proud of y'all for actually finding an identity. Y'all playing hard-nosed football. Y'all are definitely playing championship football. So kudos to y'all. Y'all proved that again coming against the Colts. When y'all play, you used to complain about how y'all used to, y'all ain't gonna beat the Colts. Like it was bad, y'all. But y'all listen on this podcast. My boy Sharky, it was bad. Whenever the Tennessee Titans and the Colts would go against each other, but like I said, for y'all to come back and beat them in the fashion y'all did, kudos to y'all.
Yeah. That was like specifically that game showed me that. And I said it before, I think I said it on this Real podcast, I was saying like this game is gonna determine if we are true Super Bowl contenders. Like Savage would just go Super Bowl. I believe if we lost the game, Savage would have changed his pick. that would have been it. Okay, after the fashion we lost to him 2 weeks ago, it's like, all right, we got to finally get over this hump. And we got to finally win the division. We've been 9-7 4 years in a row, haven't won the division. So it's like, pretty much that game to me, that was the division winner. I think we're going to win the division now. If we had lost, that Colts would have won the division. So to me is just that game we had to win that one, but the way we won it,
That's what it was.
It truly showed.
Yeah, the way that y'all won again, like I have never seen that from the Titans against the Indianapolis Colts. Never seen it. I was like, okay, like y'all just kept scoring and kept scoring and kept scoring. I'm like, all right, that's what we doing.
And even I was proud of the defense. I mean, I've really been every time you talk about us going to Super Bowl, I'm like, bro, our defense now, this ain't. But we've gradually gotten better. Even after the first two drives, the Colts came right down and scored. And it's like, here we go, shootout. We're going to beat them like 40 to 30 something. We still got 40.
Yeah, they always got 30.
Right. But even then, the later two touchdowns they got were kind of, the game was really, it was over. We kind of just, we were just playing the most.
The second half, I think y'all scored 10 points and the Colts scored like, what, 12? I think, something like that.
Yeah.
Y'all were just trying to win the game. Y'all were trying to like rub it in their face. Y'all was like, let's get out of here. Everybody healthy. Like to me, the final score, 25 points from the Colts, it didn't really matter to me. It was like, as long as y'all win, y'all put up 40 points, man. None of that just really matters. Just get out healthy.
Because really,
I guess the team that's what, top 3 in defense too. Like I said, that was a very impressive day for y'all, man. Number 2,
I know. The first thing they're gonna say is the Forrest Buckner was out. He's a big piece. I mean, they made the trade for him, first round pick. He played a big part in that first game. But if one player make your whole defense go down like that, then
right.
I got nothing to say about that.
They still had Leonard. They all right.
Right. Like, a running back does not, I don't care who it is, a running back does not supposed to have 140 yards and 3 touchdowns at halftime.
Oh, no.
I don't care who on your defense. And like we talked about AJ Brown, but another person that a lot of people are not talking about in the NFL, who was our number 5 pick a couple years ago, and he's on a contract year, is Corey Davis. He had a really solid game. The touchdown right before halftime, that catch he made, sliding down, like as a number 2 guy, him and AJ Brown, really they don't get enough targets because we have Derrick Henry, but you got them too. Jonnu Smith didn't have a good game. He's a huge target. So it's like we've never had these type of weapons galore as we do right now. So it's really fun to watch. Glad to witness it. We're still waiting on defense for a certain cornerback to come back, but I'm not even thinking about his name anymore right now. If he just show up, he show up.
Next man up, man. Next man up.
Right. And that's another name. Breon Borders. We got him from the practice squad. He played for like the Falcons. He's been around the league, a couple different teams. Hadn't really played, but I mean, we got rid of Jonathan Joseph, and he's taking over. He gave up. I think T.Y. Hilton. He got a couple plays on him, but overall, they're going back and forth. And he's been a revelation for us because, like I said, we got him from the practice squad. He wasn't no type of high type of player. Christian Fulton, our rookie, has been hurt. So I'm really proud of just the defense. Jayon Brown, our best linebacker, got hurt, but we have step up. David Long stepped up, the 5th round rookie. He also stepped up when we played against the Ravens in the playoffs last year. And Jayon Brown missed that game as well. So,
and the good thing about having like practice squad players or like late round picks coming in and playing well for y'all is that you have camp competitions next year to figure out who's gonna rise to the top, to where you can get rid of, well, I ain't saying get rid of, but like you might be able to move on from like a higher, quality pick or whatever, and move on with an undrafted free agent. I mean, people like Richard Sherman was like a 5th or 6th round pick. You know what I'm saying? For us, Super Bowl year, Jalen Mills, 7th round pick. He's not a Pro Bowl cornerback, but at the same time, he came in when he needed to and started for a Super Bowl winning team. Like that's something that you need. You need players to come in, and if anything, that's a salute to your scouting department that's doing a good job at bringing in these players. I mean, Christian Fulton, he's what, Clemson DB?
No, he was from LSU.
LSU. Like this is an LSU cornerback, dog. And somebody else is coming in and playing well. You know what I'm saying? So that says a lot about the scouting department to find these players and have them, plug and play. That bodes well for the future, and that lets you know that the culture is set for the Titans. That it's like no more 79 shit, basically.
Nope. And like just keep naming our players. I see my boy T-Time said Will Compton. He didn't do bad. He didn't do half bad at all in that game. We was getting at home early in the season, but he showed up. There was our backup line on the defensive line. Clowney is out for at least another week. I have noticed. I ain't gonna lie to you. Another guy, Tierra Tart. He came out the practice squad. I mean, he won at Quentin Nelson. I mean, it's like someone got like a whole breakdown on Twitter of him like beating Quentin Nelson. And, Quentin
That's the
Nelson
best guard in the game right now.
Exactly. So for him to call the practice squad and like beat him off like multiple times, about good 3 to 4 plays, like that says something. Offensive lineman. Since Taylor Wanders went out,
yep,
we have struggled. Our third string left tackle, who had cancer a couple years ago, survived cancer, David Quisenberry. This is his first game starting Sunday. You couldn't tell. At all. You couldn't tell. So that's how I go.
Boy, y'all gonna have a whole background story when y'all go. Y'all get to the Super Bowl, y'all have multiple things to talk about. God damn.
Yeah.
Ain't that always the case with like the Super Bowl winners outside the Patriots? Ain't they always like the Philadelphia when they won that year?
Like Eagles, yeah. I was just about to say that.
Yeah. Lost our left tackle. Lost our middle linebacker. Yeah, they have.
Mm-hmm. The year the Packers won Aaron Rodgers, they had like 16 players on IR.
Yep. Dang, so did. Yep.
So, it's always like this like crazy story. But I would look at these AFC standings. So Pittsburgh number 1, 10-0, and you know what's going on with them in Baltimore. They still haven't played yet, so we see if they play tomorrow. Kansas City 10-1, yeah. We're third place though. We'll probably stick with third. We're tied with Buffalo. We're both 8-3. We have tiebreaking because we beat them. Cleveland at 8-3, which we'll get to in a second. And our 5, Miami is 7-4-6, and Indianapolis is 7-4 in 7th place. So that would be the playoffs if it starts today. With Baltimore and Las Vegas just on the outside looking in at 6-4 and 6-5 respectively. So the first game I want to get into with the teams that are in playoff positioning that we're looking keep an eye on are those same Las Vegas Raiders who got smacked 43-6 by the Atlanta Falcons. What happened to the Raiders on Sunday?
Yeah, they took a day off. I mean, that's the best way I can describe that one because what I've seen from Atlanta, y'all know I'm a Panthers fan that hard.
Right.
What I've seen from Atlanta, they're definitely the worst team in the division. So to see them, a team that beat the Chiefs, a team that was looking really, really good, and they're still looking good. I think that they just took the day off. They went to Atlanta. They had a good time. You know what I'm saying? They probably went to a strip club or two. You know, they forgot they had a football. They underrated the team that they were going against. Atlanta came in. I guess they were ready. Whatever. And they blew them out. So the Raiders won't win again. The Raiders won't lose again next season. They'll get together.
Well, for one, with Atlanta, let me say this about Atlanta: they might need to hire Raheem Morris as their coach. Because he's got them, playing better, playing more inspired football. And if he's not the coach, then he needs to at least stay with the future coaching staff that comes into Atlanta. The Raiders are looking for a quarterback. That's what I assume. Derek Carr, I don't think John Gruden liked him, coming into the Las Vegas Raiders job. And the Raiders have a decent team. They have a decent defense. They have a decent offense. I mean, Nelson Aguilar has been revitalized in Las Vegas. I think what Gruden wants is his quarterback. He kind of inherited Carr, and so he's going to have some options in his upcoming draft, or maybe in the trade market in case he wants to trade for a quarterback. I don't know. Yeah, it's options out there for you to pick from, and I think that's what Gruden is waiting on because Derek Carr, he was 22 of 34, 215 yards, one interception. Like they only had 6 points.
Yeah, 4 turnovers though. Yeah, 4 turnovers. He had like 3 fumbles.
Yeah. So like, and you the quarterback, dog. You can't be fumbling the ball like that, dude. Like that's like, how can I trust you if you fumbling the ball 3 times in the game? So
I mean,
yeah.
Even Daniel Jones to win 3 games without turnover.
Another NFC East reference. Goodness gracious, we just gonna count them.
But yeah, man, that's crazy. Last week they were on top of the world. We was like, oh, great, like the championship teams. They almost beat the Chiefs for the second time. And
yeah,
like they did.
Yeah, it might be a division thing with the Chiefs.
Right? Yeah, it could be. So yeah, I'm not, like I said, since I believe we have our division now, I'm not as worried about like wild card teams, but really worried to go down the list. The Chiefs beat the Bucks. What's new? Well, something was new. Tyreek Hill having 200 yards in the first quarter was very new. Just when you think they're gonna do anything more. Dolphins beat the Jets. What's new? Jets losing.
Yeah.
Shout out to
Same
Ryan
old.
Fitzpatrick coming in. Bills. Who they beat the Chargers?
Yeah.
The Chargers actually have the Chargers losing another semi-close game. What's new? No. Right, still looks like I said they're still COVID wise, which is crazy for we knew another team was gonna finally catch that what we went through early in the season. We knew it was gonna happen again, and here we go. Baltimore seemed to call exactly what we had early in the season, just a COVID outbreak. I did want to speak a little bit on our division rival, the Houston Texans. So they were playing a lot better. They won like 3 of the last 4, won on Thanksgiving. But Will Fuller was actually healthy this year, but probably know why he was healthy. He tested positive for PEDs, and now he's out for the rest of the season. Suspended for 6 games on the 5-game stuff. So, and they had another player I saw. They had another player too on defense that was Bradley Roby. He tested positive for PEDs as well, and he out for the rest of the season. So, I started to we played the last game of the season. By then, I'm hoping we were resting players, so I'm not out. But we was hoping they played the Colts 2 times in the next 3 weeks, so we was hoping that they could, sneak an upset in there somewhere.
I mean, Deshaun Watson is playing crazy right now.
Deshaun Watson,
He doing this thing,
right? It still could happen, but missing Will Fuller is real big, though.
Yeah.
I do want to talk about the Broncos. The NFL, well, I know a lot of people say the quarterbacks didn't have masks on. I don't know. I ain't see the pictures. I don't know. Players they have the quarterbacks they have masks on. So the NFL was basically punishing them. Keontae Hinton, man. I give him a shout out, bro. It's right. Keontae Hinton, right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
For you to been working, he said he was working in the office or something a couple weeks ago. Get on the practice squad. Hadn't played quarterback since college. I don't know how long he been in the league. To come into a game, you just came fresh out the practice squad, playing receiver on the practice squad, and they put you in a quarterback.
Like a whole playbook. How?
4 quarterbacks? I mean,
y'all know what happened. The coach was like, "Hey, who know how to play quarterback? I played Madden."
Right. They try to get their coach. They try to get their coach, but the NFL they allow it.
Yeah.
No, that was easy win for the Saints. I mean, Taysom Hill, they ain't got a quarterback themselves, and I mean, it was still easy win for them. Taysom Hill can do a little something, but that was beautiful. I was hoping to get a little entertainment, but dang, I saw that first quarter and said, "No, this ain't it."
They're supposed to complete 1 pass, man.
1 pass, 2
Is that a
interceptions.
record? I think that's a record.
It is. And you know who got
I'm gonna say.
You know who next? It's another Broncos quarterback, Tim Tebow. He won like 2-8.
Tebow. I bet he probably still won though. That's crazy.
I think he did.
Exactly.
They ran the ball like 40 times a bit.
Hey, no Tebow planner for me, man.
But watching that game, it just lets you know how hard it is to play quarterback. Like we used to give Nathan Peterman some flack for throwing like 6 picks in a half.
Nah, okay, we'll give him all the flack. He knew the playbook.
But man, I was just like, man, playing quarterback is hard. It is hard, bro, for real. And it's doing on a professional level at that. Not like junior college where you put in your cornerback to play. What's that like Last Chance U, where the guy was coming in playing receiver and he had played quarterback? Yeah. Like, no, this is professional football league, dog. Like, it's very hard.
Like, I guess a team that's 9-2. Like,
right.
Well, 9-2 now, of course. But yeah, man, NFL wrong for that.
All right, so let's go ahead and talk about the Cleveland Browns, who had a little bit of scare against the Jacksonville Jaguars, but win is win. They pulled it out 27-25. Who Jacksonville has been playing. Be honest, they were like 1-10, but they've lost like 5 or 6 of those games have been close. They lost like on the last drive. They almost beat Green Bay. They almost beat us. They did beat the Colts. So, I mean, they're not pushovers. So I'm not looking at it just saying like, they should have blew them out. It's the NFL. We lost to the Bengals. Man, it's the NFL.
Yeah.
It happens. So, well, I guess for y'all thoughts, what really going on? I see Baker Mayfield had his best game his season probably, where they finally had some good weather. That was the best weather game they had in about a month.
Yeah. So I've been, like I said, I've watched a lot of Browns games this year, and I feel like every game in Cleveland is like it's raining, downpour. Like they literally cannot, pass the ball effectively in the game. And so I feel like that skews Baker's stats, in a bad way. In this game, like Shakir said, is his best performance, at least, statistically. They killed the Cowboys like 50 points to like 38, whatever it was. But 19 of 29, 258, 2 touchdowns. There was some criticism about, some passes that he missed. And for some reason, Baker, I don't know if he needed to get his eyes checked, but Baker was very accurate his first year in Cleveland, and he was very accurate at Oklahoma. As a matter of fact, that's what he was, known for coming out of college, was his accuracy. Not necessarily anything else special, but that he can get the ball to where it needs to be. But the big thing that I take from that game is what I've always taken away from the Cleveland Browns this entire year, and I said it from the jump, even last year. The Browns want to get up on you, even if it's like 10 points. They want to get up, and then they want to tote that rock all game long. They want to hold the ball all game long. And Stefanski, he coached up under Mike Zimmer. As y'all know, Zimmer want to run the ball. Yep. He wants to run the ball all game long. And y'all see that now with Dalvin Cook. So they had 200 plus yards rushing. And the stat that stands out for me, and this is, I guess, something that Titans have to be concerned about, is Chubb had 7.6 yards a carry, and Hunt had 6.2 yards a carry. The Browns had 200 yards rushing, y'all. So y'all do the math for that. That's what the Browns do. They want to get up, and then they're going to slow the game down, make it ugly. They don't have to score a lot of points to win the game. They score, 27 points? 27 points. So, yeah, that's what they want to do. They want to make it ugly, and they just want to go out there and get the win and get the heck up out of there.
Not saying it makes exactly, bro. Like this, if you look at the scores for the Browns game, like they have some of the ugliest wins in the league right now. You know what I'm saying? But that's their style. You know what I'm saying? They're 8-3 for a reason. You definitely got to respect the defense. Savage, you were spot on. Like the whole Baker fandom really came, like I said, in college. But that first year was just amazing. Like some of the passes that he was throwing was like, yo, this kid is unbelievable. And as you know what I'm saying, as we came to here now, we're winning more, not we, but the Browns are winning more. But Baker is kind of like digress. I don't know if there's too many, no pun intended, progressive commercials that he's been doing, but like he's not.
That was a good one too. That was a good one.
I know, right? It really came out of nowhere.
We go back to the comment.
It really came out of nowhere, bro. It really came out of nowhere. But I don't know if it's commercials, like if he spent most of the quarantine doing commercials or not, but. Like the Browns are 8-3, man, and like I said, the Baker's leading the charge, whether we want it or not. They definitely gonna pound the ball, and I'm really excited to see what happens with the Saints because it's kind of like y'all kind of in a way the same team in a way. Like y'all got a great defense, y'all gonna run the damn ball, y'all got a quarterback that won't lose y'all the game, but he's not gonna do too much to win either. So I'm excited to see this one. It's gonna be like looking in a mirror when y'all play this.
Yep. Well, let's go and preview the game then. Titans, Browns, 8-3 teams colliding. A lot of Titans fans are going to bring up the game from last year. We beat them 4-13, first game of the season. Whole new different coaching staff, Browns. They play totally different. Baker Mayfield, he do a 3 picks that game. He could very well do it again, but their coaching staff are saving him. Like y'all said, they're running the ball more, trying to limit his chances throwing down the field to lose them the game. So 2 teams that's gonna run a lot of clock. What y'all think about hold on, let me get to this first. Who is Cordero Hodge? Have y'all ever heard that name?
Cordero Hodge? Never heard of.
Nah.
Cordero Hodge. Okay. So he's a Browns wide receiver. He said, now I don't view us as a super team either. But he said he do not look at the Titans as a super team. I don't feel it's a super team either, but who are you?
I have no idea. Like I said, I've watched 7 Browns games. Like I know Rashard Higgins, Odell, Juice, Chubb, Hunt. I have no idea what this man is.
That boy got his quick 15 and real quickly. Golly.
Hey, speaking of 15, Took, that's exactly how many receptions he has for his career.
How long you been in?
He came in 2018, so what, 2 years?
Okay, 2
More
years.
than
3?
two.
Okay.
Now this is third year.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Five catches a season ain't bad.
he has 9 so far this season for
Okay.
155 yards, no touchdowns. But I mean, looking at his average, 17.2 is his average. So apparently he's a deep threat when he does get the ball. Kind of like, I guess we have Khalif Raymond. A lot of people don't know. He scored that long touchdown pass against the Ravens in the playoff last year. So I'm assuming he's more like him, like a speedster. Get like one play a game, get down the field. So I did joke because knowing us, like I don't know who he is, but he might have a big game against us. I remember when we lost to the Bengals. All that tapes, I had never heard of bro before, and he had about a good 7 catches for like 100-something yards on us in that game. So we're the type of team that do that type of stuff that let unknowns have good games. My boy Don said we win this game, so he always gave his prediction for the game. So what are y'all prediction for the game?
Go ahead, Took.
For one, who gave y'all who's under the impression that the Titans are a super team? I ain't never heard that. Like you said, y'all got all the respect for me, but super team? I don't know about that one. But nah, man, I'm gonna just keep it short and simple, man. It's, like I said, it's really gonna be a mirror of teams facing pretty much the same. It's gonna be who can stop the run defense first. So I'm willing to throw a Tunica Trevor there the quarterback who has the most passing yards to win the game. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna have to be a quarterback fight because like the running backs, they definitely gonna do their thing. But as far as like the defense is adjusting and things like that, Ryan Tannehill and Baker, one of them is gonna win the game, I think. And I'm gonna ride it out with Baker. No disrespect for the Titans. You know what I'm saying? I tighten up when I can. You know, especially after last week, my Panthers pissed me off. You know, that's the topic for another day. But hey, I'm tightened up when I ain't down with Baker or the Panthers. So, give me Baker.
So, Took, you mentioned that the Titans and the Browns are like a mirror image of each other. And so, as I was doing my research, because y'all know I'm static, I looked up, defensive scoring rankings, and the Titans and Cleveland are 20 and 21 respectively. Like they're literally right there in the same spot in scoring defense. And so the past 3 games, Cleveland has given up only 16 points per game. But again, look who they played. The Titans have given up 28 points per game. Again, look who they played. So all that to say, I feel like that this game is going to be won, of course, on offense, like who scores the most points, right? But it's defensive, like who is going to give up the most points? You know what I'm saying? And I feel like I trust the Titans more offensively against the Cleveland Browns defense because the Titans, they put up 35 points against a superior defense last week, albeit it's a division rival. But from what I've seen from A.J. Brown and from Corey Davis, from Tannehill, from Derrick Henry, is they find a way to score 30 points. And that's the threshold for the Browns. The Browns are not going to score too many high-scoring points. Games, they want to grind it all the way out. They want to get up by 10 and then just keep Derrick Henry on the sideline. I don't know if they're going to be able to do that on Sunday. So I'm actually going with the Titans in a double-digit win, maybe like by 10 points. But I feel like the Titans are going to win this probably very comfortably because they're going to put pressure on Baker to try to win the game for them instead of giving the ball to Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt.
Yep. I speak for your sentiments, Savage, and really Tukes to a sense. So, really, to Tukes' point, that's exactly the reason I picked the Titans to win. Because I think of the quarterbacks, Tannehill is better than Baker Mayfield.
Mm-hmm.
And I think if it comes down to forcing the quarterbacks to make the plays to win, I think Tannehill, he's on throwing like 4 picks this year to like 23 touchdowns. Baker Mayfield does tend to get a little antsy, turn the ball over. You make him pass too much. So if it gets to that point, I believe Tannehill, especially with A.J. Brown and Corey Davis, will pull it out if it comes down to that. And I really, defensive-wise, our run defense isn't great, but we're not bad either. We're kind of middle of the pack. But I do think it's gonna be a slug out fest. It's gonna be a quick game. It's gonna be this won't be a 4-hour game. This will be more like a 2.5. It won't be as fast as the Broncos Saints game, but it'll go back pretty quickly. Because it's gonna be, like I said, a lot of pound the rock, a lot of running. So I think it's gonna be. I do believe it's gonna be a tough battle. I can see it being comfortably, but I do believe it's gonna come. I still think it's gonna be like a single digit game where we're probably real about double digits. The Browns make a little run and put a little pressure on us, but I think we should finish it off. I mean, we are the same team, lost to the Bengals, so I mean,
yeah,
anything goes. But the Browns, I think all the tough opponents. Yep. I think all the Browns' tough opponents they've beaten all like the bad teams, and they lost to the good teams they played. They lost to the Ravens, they lost to the Steelers, and what's the third? I mean, it's the third loss. But
I don't remember. Let me see.
It was early in the season though. Cause they're on a winning streak.
Yeah, let me go see Cleveland. They lost to the Raiders.
The Raiders
ugly game. That was one of them ugly home games where it's like raining hard.
But yeah, now I will say this game is in Tennessee, and judging by our record, we play better on the road. So okay, what you want, what you will with it. I feel more comfortable playing the Cleveland, but let's go. I rode my boys. They need to. The rest of our schedule is pretty. Rest of our schedule is pretty. After the Browns, I mean, we got the Lions, the Jags, at Green Bay. That'll be the last tough one, and the last game against the Texans, which could be a resting starters type of game, depending on what the team is looking like. Yeah, I can see that. And Sean Watson.
Y'all might get 12, bro.
Yeah.
I feel like they're gonna get 12. I feel that way. Like just based on the schedule, I feel like they can beat the Browns, they can beat the Jaguars, they can beat the Lions. They may or may not beat the Packers, but they can beat the Texans. I feel like they can get 12. Honestly, I agree.
I can see us winning the next 4 and just resting against the Texans and
yeah.
We're definitely going past 9-7 this year. I think we can finally, as Titans fans, we can take a deep breath on that sigh of relief because we failed 6-3. With the next 2 games, man, against the Ravens and Colts, 6-5 and 9-7, looking very, very likely. But now that 2 weeks can change for us, man. But like, that's the end. That's the end of this podcast. Well, tell the people who y'all teams are too, because I already alluded to the Panthers. I mean, y'all alluded to the Panthers Eagles, but speak a little bit about y'all things this season. Give y'all the spotlight.
I'll be quick with mine.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll be quick with mine. Y'all saw the game last night, and Jalen Hurts played 2 snaps. I'm not a happy camper as a Philadelphia Eagles fan. I want everybody fired. I want the cheerleaders fired. I want the popcorn boy fired. I want the people, the cardboard cutouts in the stands. I want them fired as well too. It's just clean house. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the cost of winning a Super Bowl. So just be mindful of the desire to win a Super Bowl.
Hey, one Super Bowl. Hey, you know, one Super Bowl. After one Super Bowl. Hey, I take it.
Yeah. I'll take it. But man, it's like we're back to where we were before Super Bowl. We're not like a long-term successful team. But I mean, I still rock with my team, but I fully expect the house to be clean come Black Monday in the NFL offseason.
Well, speaking of houses being clean, hell, we clean all our houses. We sparkling clean with the Panthers over this past year, man. Like we straight read up all. You can really tell, especially after this last game, how young we are. Like, first of all, I didn't even know fourth quarter Kirk Cousins was a thing. You know what I'm saying? But apparently, he leads the NFL.
That was your boy, though.
Yeah, man.
That was your boy.
Keyword. Come on,
but
now.
how did you not know? How did you not know fourth quarter Kirk was a thing if that was your boy?
First of all, was. Second of all, insert the Savage slang. What we say? Information has
changed.
I wasn't even gonna do it, but you called me out for it. But man, with this game, man, it's like we got the lead comfortably, and we kept running the ball. We didn't try to win. that fourth quarter, like we had 6 to their 18 points. Like that's an issue, especially when you're a young team that really we won this game essentially, and we literally gave
Yeah.
this to them. Yep. So you're gonna definitely we're going through the growing pains right now of a new organization, but I mean it is what it is. I'm gonna definitely ride out with my boys. But man, you talking about I was damn near a Titans fan on last Sunday. Like, for real. I was saying tighten up more pride than I was keep pounding, but I'm a rock with my boy. I'm a rock with us, man. Like he said, we coming out. What's it? 5 years ago, 6 years ago, 4 years ago, we in the Super Bowl. And,
Yeah.
we have to just humble ourselves and just start from the scratch.
Yeah.
So, it is what it is.
And looking at these standings, the Panthers do have a better record than the Eagles, and the Eagles are only a half a game back in their division.
Hey. All I know right now is we got the top 6 pick in the NFL draft. The chase for Jamar Chase is on. Let's get it.
Boy, like Justin Fields. Yes.
Oh,
all right, man. Man, get the people y'all Twitter.
Oh man, definitely at Tab Shakir, TEVSHAKIR. I definitely appreciate you having me. Savage, I got a question actually, just to troll just a little bit because I said I was gonna be nice. Could we compare Carson Wentz to Pimp Parsons?
Low key, yeah. He pimped us.
It's those kind of vibes.
He pimped us. He pimped us without doing anything worth anything. He is a he is a baby daddy right now. He is a baby daddy. That's what he is. Anyway, follow me at msavage901. Follow my podcast at IDK Sports Pod. Both are on Twitter. For more, depressed Eagles takes, listen to the podcast. I talk other sports too. Brought it up.
Is it paying child support?
Nope.
And for those who don't know, Titans fans, we've got Titans fans all over. This is Memphis. We all three are from Memphis. Pim Parsons, Chandler Parsons. Chris paid him all their money for nothing. So this is what he's referring to. But,
definitely, man. Pim Parsons don't ever feel live in our hearts.
Hey, if you want to listen to all of us collectively like this again, let's be real podcast every week.
Sir.
LBR Sports 901 on Twitter. Definitely. And of course, let's tighten up podcast. Follow me, the 1P Shark. Listen to me on any podcast platform, Spotify, Google Podcast, Spreaker, iTunes, you name it, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. I'll be going live every Tuesday on YouTube and on Twitter via Periscope as I am right now. But appreciate you fellas coming on. See you next time.
Peace.
Peace.